Interceptor / Allies, hour number 3. And we're over here looking at the units. Our little group of bombers that just successfully bombed the Japanese infantry at Munda made their escape. And while they did make their escape, they inflicted their first Japanese damage casualty. It was an A6M2 seaplane model. You kind of see there in front of that prop, or underneath that prop, the pontoon they got on that. Nice little illustration of the aircraft. Alright, so anyway, looking at this here, first thing we want to do is move these boys to a base, but to which base do they go? 1, 2, 3. We have a bunch of hours left, plenty of time left. So maybe we should, we got this group coming in for interceptions. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Got to plot your course accordingly. Well then, I wonder if we can do. Okay. Well, when they're in the same space as everybody else, we got a bunch of fighters. Oh, this old boy here was on his way to Munda, but it's already been successfully bombed. I think he'll wait and rendezvous with the bombers to give him at least one more strike point coming on in. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 with the bombers. Do it this way. All right then, yeah, I guess we'll keep them there. So there you go. There's their 3 movements, and we'll go ahead with this old. We got here SBD, and he'll abort his mission to the infantry, and he'll go ahead and catch up with his allies or his brothers in arms. Be right back. And there you go. We'll just group them together. That'll be a nice little force or formation to be reckoned with. All right, what other kind of moves we got here? These old. We got. I can't even read that. PBY is another seaplane. He's got his special abilities too, but he'll try to get out of here with the Japanese Zero hot on his tail, but he will go. He has 2 bombs. He's already bombed. He did an unsuccessful bombing of Cape Esperance, so he has won his way home. That was his first leg after the bombing. His second one will put him right here and hopefully get out of the way. That'll be it. That is the extent of the ally moves. We don't have any cards in play, so this will be a quick 10 hours. We'll see how it goes. But that is hour number 3. We come back, it'll be hour number 4, and we'll see what the Japanese want to do. Got a little bit of time here for a little game. Little basic game. This is about as basic as you get, but we're still having a good time, and there's still strategy and tactics to be had. And after this game, we got another one down here. Oh, at this rate, it'll be fall by the time we get the. But we are busy. Eagle Day, the Battle of Britain. We're excited about that one, so we can see what that map looks like here. All right, there you go. Do I have it upside down? I might. No, I think we're good. All kinds of bases there. I think it's basically the same type of play. A few little exceptions. We're all excited about our new game. Oh yeah, headquarters. Yeah. So anti-aircraft units. All right, we'll be back. Japanese move, 4th hour. Be back. All right, a little bit of a stop and backup upon what's my move of putting that SBD in that space with those other 2 units. Oh, unfortunately for the Allies, their command level is 2, which also determines their stacking ability. So we will take the SBD off. Oh, do we want to sacrifice him or what? Oh, where would he go? He still has a bomb left. Cape Exuberance, there's a bunch of them. We will do this with him. We'll go 1, 2. I know he's on his own. Let me see, maybe we'll go 1. 2. I don't want to put them in the way of these boys. These group of bombers here got a nice little defense. I mean, they took care of the last group of fighters that intercepted them. Doubt it very seriously if we're going to get the same result. But you never know, because like I said, they got some good numbers here. There you go. Yeah, they have 3, another one underneath. It's got a 3 also, so it might be 6 die. Yeah, we'll get him out of the way. So he'll go 1, 2. Put a little bit of distance here. See if we can't stay away and sneak on in. We got plenty of time left, so that'll be a redo. A little bit of a rule infraction. When we come back, we will go on to hour number 4. Caught the mistake. All right, time has gone by, but we got time for some hour 4 play. Hour 4 play in our game here. Oh, we took a little. We got grabbed me a belt sander today, and we're redoing our deck. We're not really redoing it, just staining it. It's already been stained once, but the little 3-year stain only lasts about a year or 2 with all the weathering, so it's time to stain the deck, power wash, which is all good, but we got a set of steps that, wanted to sand off. I used a belt sander, and woo, man, I think it's the first time it got up to like 93 or something. Boy, luckily I started early, but towards the end, I think I might have overdid it because I started getting a little sick. So, man, I feel like I got hit by a Mack truck. Oh, man, I'm telling you, that's some tough work, but it is done. We're ready to stain, and we're inside the AC. Phew. I mean, I like my summer times, but I work out in it, and oh, man, sometimes that heat. Got the old GWG today. Let's check out the Japanese, or rather the intruder / Japanese turn for their 4th hour. Go over these air units and see what I want to do for some more Cactus Air Force time to play. 2 words, Cactus Air Force. I might have to change that on the titles when we get back. All right, another key aspect or component of this game is once these units, even the long-range aircraft, have run a bombing mission and they are based, they're based for the rest of the turn. So there is an opportunity for a player to catch a bunch of units at these airports or airfields, strafe them, and bomb them. Now, this A6M unsuccessfully strafed that base. I mean, I don't know, I guess it doesn't say anything about strafing, turning them sideways and making them return to their base, you know what I mean? They don't really say anything about strafing bombing. They do have clear rules on that, so we'll have to figure that one out. But yeah, once these units or aircraft fly a mission and land, they're done for all these hours until the next turn and next month, which makes sense. I think we did that. I might have did that wrong in my original learn through. I was landing them and taking them off as soon as I could. So there you go. A rule to be aware of. Still looking at the Japanese / intruder units and their movement. We are back. Well, the rules state that strafing is treated the same way as bombing, except you just roll 1 die and you have to get I think a 6, 5 or 6. So we will treat that the same way. That means his mission is over. He will be turned sideways and he has to return back to base. So I didn't know if he could just sit there and fly around all day and keep on strafing, but he's done with that mission. He's strafed. He's got to go back to a base, so that clears that up. Okay, so there you go. We still have to move. I just want to make sure he couldn't stay up there and just keep on strafing that base. So that's his one little deal. He's done. He can't do anything else for the rest of this turn. So I have a few units that are still up in the air. We'll be right back. All right, that Japanese hour 4 movement is complete. And here you go. You can see these, again, these units that are turned horizontal or sideways have completed their missions. And these ones here still have missions to complete. Once they are based, they are based. We did have that group of fighters pounce on these Allied bombers. So we're kind of curious as to how it works out. I mean, we're playing this game solo, but trying to make the best moves for each side. And, while really not really cheering for either side, I can care less who wins. I'm more curious and kind of interested as you are how it comes out with the game mechanics and who wins. That's what I get out of gaming. It's kind of like a puzzle. Let's do it. Let's do what we can do and see who wins. That's what I get out of solo gaming. I'm not really, like I said, cheering for anybody. I'm really more interested in, after the mechanics and everything are done, who comes out on top. So there you go. We are done with our movements. Like I said, these aircraft here turned sideways are done with their mission. So we got some dice to roll on this little pounce of our aircraft trying to make it back to Australia. We're having a good time. Like I said, just a little mini game. Ain't got much time, kind of sneak in some moves. We'll be back, and when we come back, I guess it's the only combat we have for the Japanese turn. Be right back. All right, so in a little combat here, we have, and you'll be looking at these yellow numbers. Ooh, rolling 5 for the Allies, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Japanese. This little aircraft here, let's look at this one on the end here. He ain't much, but he's a fighter bomber. Oh, I guess he's just mostly a bomber. But we'll involve his one in combat. So 5 die for each side. Oh, this will be waking up the dog. Like when I roll a dice. Oh, he's over here. He's over here sleeping. Where's he at? He ain't gonna like this. There you go. So wake him up. All right, 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. We'll give him 2 blues. All right, wake up, Luca. Dice are gonna get rolling. All right, let's get this going good. They all stay in, and we're looking for 5s and 6s. Oh, Japanese time of day. All right, I see for the Japanese we have 1, 2 hits, and I'm just seeing 1 for the Allies. All right, 5 is an abort, so let's go for the Japanese first. We have to destroy one of our bomber squadrons. We'll be putting a damage, and he'll get points for that. And we'll get 1 in the abort, so we'll have to score accordingly. And the Allies get 1 of these aircraft placed in the abort box. Damage is worse. Abort is a lesser of the 2, so both of these nailed. 1 destroyed and 1 in the abort box. We'll see what the points come to. So far, it's a 5-1 game. Favor Allies. We'll see what the score is after this. Nice hit. Both bombers nailed. Be back. All right then. Abort and damaged. We will come over here and place the B-17, our more valuable aircraft, in the abort box. And our B-26 in a damaged box. Now the Japanese player gets no points for the abort, but he will get a +1 for the damage. Right back. All right, then Japanese only have 2 points. They're still down by 3, but they do get an abort roll. So let me see here. Japanese, Allies get, or rather, I'm sorry, the Allies do get 1 abort roll. So Japanese player picks which unit wants to abort. I guess we'll take 1 of the fighters, and this old boy here can still go on his mission. So let's do it this way. Abort box, and we will. There you go, Japanese abort. 1 in the abort box. 1 in the damage. So, like I said, they don't get no points for that. The Allies don't get any points. You only get them for the big 6s. 5s, no points. Score still 5-2 Allies. We come back, it'll be the interceptor / ally turning. Well, we ain't got any units left. Might be a long bunch of hours without no flights going on. We'll see how it works out. We'll be back. Allied turn, and we're going to see what we're going to do with our 2 planes we still have in the air. An SBD. Yeah, I think we'll just keep him there. He's in line for the Tokyo Express, which I believe is a supply route. We'll see if we can get through there. He's one of the 2 aircraft still aloft for the Allies. There you go. We got our last one here. He's got 2. He is taking care of his missions, so we will do a little bit of a... There you go. He is done for the turn. That is a quick turn for the Allies, going on to hour number 5. We'll see what the Japanese do. Still down by 3 points. We're back. Hour 5. And that will be the intruder being the Japanese player's move. And we're back here. We're all well rested. Although, that heat stroke I think hit me harder than I thought. I go back out in that heat already and I'm getting a headache. So yeah, we're going to kind of throttle back a little bit here today. Maybe make it a day at the pool. That'd definitely help. But we got to make sure we're ready to go for work tomorrow. So we're in a nice air conditioning. And looking at these Japanese moves, I'm seeing that there's, like I said in the last video, the Allied aircraft are few and far between. We only have 1 here that I'm seeing. I thought we had more than that. But yeah, just 1 in the air. So as the Japanese player, we got this 0 here at A6M fighter. And there's nobody to really shoot down. And once this plane here, once they go back to their base, they can't launch. There'll be nobody else launching this turn. That's a lot of hours. So I think we're going to have this pilot come on over here to Guadalcanal, or this squadron. I don't know if they represent a squadron or an individual plane. I'd probably say squadron. But yeah, I'll have him come over here to Henderson and give it a good strafing. And then I'll be the rest of him, and then we'll bring our bombers on into Iron Bottom Sound as a Japanese target. All the based aircraft at Henderson Field is a target. Beach Red is a target. This target here only comes up during card play, so when a card comes up, and there's only a couple hours where it's good, so unless you got anybody else around, it really doesn't do that good. That's been the case of my learn through. And now the Japanese cannot cross the blue dotted line, so they can't come here to New Hebrides or Australia. And the white line, if you were playing another opponent, you could look underneath and inspect their stacks anywhere around the inside of the white line, so you don't know really what's coming. I think you could have some kind of like a decoy on counter or something on top of it, or some hidden movement, but until you hit this white line, you're unable as the Allied player to inspect them, which, like I said, don't come into effect in this little solo game. So that is it. We're going to go ahead and move the Japanese units. Available to move. These are all available for attack. He's got to return to base. And then another thing is you want these units here to kind of fill up your back bases and keep this forward base for whoever's straggling at the end of the day. So there you go. We'll be right back. Okay, it's looking like all the Japanese aircraft have reached their targets. We have got infantry to bomb. We've got Iron Bottom Sound. I'll have to look that up. I wonder what that's up with that. Was there a big battle there or something? But there's a bunch of naval aircraft, I guess, that we're going to try to bomb. We got the old 0 at Henderson, going to strafe. And these fighters here, or fighter bombers, have caught up with, I think that was a SBD. And he will have to have a dogfight. So a lot of it's going to hit the fan. And another, I guess, a fighter heading back to his base. There you go. We'll be rolling a lot of dice in this turn. Make sure that everything's good to go. Check out our Japanese target list. So there you go. Iron Bottom Sound +4. Ooh. So there you go. That'll be the victory points awarded. All right, going back. All right, take 3. Technical difficulties. Oh, I'll tell you. All right, well, it's pretty simple in this game. Like I said, it ain't much of a, ain't too much to it. But we are over an area here called Beach Red, representing some Allied infantry. And on this game here, this little bomb. Let's see if I can get my poker on in here. That little bomb marker represents you throwing 1 die, waiting to hit on 5s or 6s. We'll find out after we roll a die, but we'll get a couple Japanese die, and it's as simple as that. Get you out of zoom scene, magnifying on my hand. I need a make sure I got them all. Trimmed the palm olive hands. All right, here let's go. Looking for 5s and 6s on this roll. Oh, got a 5. Let's see here. Beach red, victory point +4. Now, how is it bombed? We will be right back. All right, I'm looking on the wrong thing. That's just telling me the victory points. Down here, we will come to bombing combat results table. And we have what we got here, target enemy ground force, 5 and 6, so he's good. So we will have to put a bombed marker and 4 victory points for the Japanese. Beach red, successfully bombed with a 5 or a 6. Okay, there you go. Both these units will be turned horizontal. And we'll add +4 for beach red. 6, the 5. Japanese just took the lead with that one. And we got more bombings to do. Be right back. All right, then moving on to our next area. We got the old Iron Bottom Sound. And we're guessing that's probably because of a bunch of ships on the bottom. Iron bottom, so it must have been a bunch of them that sank there. I think it's also was called Salvo Sound before the war, on the information I got. But they're getting hit with 3 squadrons of G3Ms, and I think an errata said that's supposed to be a G4M. Let's make sure they're all G3s. 1, 2. Oh, we have one here. Let's look at this one. KI-49. Get a good look at that one. We should have zoomed in. There you go. He's a little bit different, but the important thing is we're rolling 6 dice, so massive Japanese squadrons going against massive U.S. fleet, I guess. We'll see. In this game, that's what's going on. We're rolling 6 die and trying to get 5 or 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To get the target bomb. Don't seem like it's too tall of an order. 5 or 6. Yeah, we got it done. Barely, though. All right, what a Japanese player. Hammered on those targets. There you go. Iron Bottom Sound is taken care of, and we'll see what the victory points for that is. These units here are done and will fly back to their base. So the Japanese... forces definitely feeling their effect. All right, let's see. Iron Bottom Sound, Japanese target roster. +4 plus another 4. Ouch. All right, there you go. All right. 5 to 10 or 10 to 5. Wow, we're getting those victory points on up. We're not done. We still got a strafing roll. We roll 1 die to try to strafe that lone aircraft squadron on the field at Henderson. Looking for a 6 on this one. Oh, all right. Well, that's a strafing run. I must take out a lot of fuel and everything because we're treating that as a bombing run. It says in the rules, so. He will be switched. All these boys are heading back. Now we got a little dogfight coming. We'll be rolling 3 dice. 3 red dice versus 1 for the Allies. 5s or 6s. Oh, Allies don't do nothing. The Japanese shoot down the Allied plane. So there you go. He goes to the damaged pile. And we get a +1 damage, increasing the Japanese lead to 11. Wow. Make sure 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. All right. We will call this a video because we've been videoing for a while. Like I said, I'm recuperating. Might go out there. I gotta get me a wire brush, and I like to get that step stain by the end of the day, but Oh, I don't know. We got to take a little bit more of a rest and get out there and hit that heat. I think it's supposed to be like 95 today. Oh, yeah, and I guess it's the first of the year. It's really been a really cool spring, nice, wet, and cool. No humidity. I was just commenting on my coworkers the other day how it was a really nice spring, but boy, it's done now, and Missouri heat is back. Way back.